Hello everyone, welcome to my very first commentary video of Dead by Daylight. My name is Maddie, and I will be playing David King today to try to get all the rest of his teachable perks. If you've never played this game before, this is Dead by Daylight. It's a survival game that requires you to repair 5 gens within one map, and there is a killer that is trying to down all of you or hook you guys in preventing anyone from escaping once the 5 gens are done, or through the hatch if you have a key, whatever. And today I'll be talking a little bit about myself, doing a little bit of an introduction since I'm starting off making videos for this channel, and from time to time I'll be doing game commentary. I'm not sure if I'll be doing too much of it since I'm still pretty new to it, and my recording devices aren't the best for that kind of thing, but I'll still give my side comments here and there. So, a little bit about myself. Of course, like I said before, my name's Maddie. I enjoy video games, drawing, sewing, making cosplays. Well, I wouldn't say as much anymore, because your girl's a little lazy, but when I have the time, or when I feel like it, I will make some cosplays. Maybe I'll show a picture or two of some I've made. I definitely enjoy playing video games such as survival games, FPSs, MMOs, RPGs, platformers, you name it. My very first console was the Sega Genesis, and I first played Aladdin, I believe. I have a picture of me playing on my Sega Genesis, just with the cheesy ass smile. It's great. And my brothers were a pretty big influence on me when it came to the kinds of video games I played growing up. I played a lot of the PS systems, like my Nintendo 64, GameCube, my Game Boy Advance, Color. I had a few to name. We'd pick them up from little garage sales and from eBay or friends that were selling consoles. We've always been collectors of video games, so I've always been involved in that world, and I still am. Especially since Steam exists and you can have hundreds of games on there, and I just had recently built my gaming PC, so I'm starting to experience a lot of the video games I missed out when I was growing up. We had all the systems, but my brothers would mostly own the systems, so they were always on them, like the Xbox or the PS3, PS4. I would periodically be able to go on them to play Guitar Hero, Modern Warfare, you know, I can't even think right now, it's my first commentary, so I'm a little bit nervous. You're gonna hear a lot of ums and a lot of momentary silences, but I will be working on that as time goes on. And at this moment in the game, by the way, we were kind of not doing too well, because we had one survivor go down already, and this Dwight was in need of help quite a lot, so throughout the rest of the gameplay, he does make a save on me, but I don't know. Sometimes when you're playing this game, you can tell when someone's trying to complete an objective and when they're not. He was trying to help us out the best he could, but gens weren't really getting done, and I don't know, but you can't always blame one survivor for that. And he did that little thank you. I did a little thank you back. So at this point, I'm waiting to see if the killer will come in this area, because I don't know if he was chasing the Meg or not, so I'm just kind of looking around the proximity of where I saved the Dwight. And I saw my spine chill go off, but I don't think I noticed at the moment. So I'm going back around to head towards a gen that's on this left side over here. And so, as I was saying, to go further on YouTube and why I'm doing a commentary video right now. So, for a long time, I wanted to make YouTube videos and actual commentary videos or stream, but I always ended up being too scared to do it, or I didn't have the right equipment. It wasn't until this year, funny enough, that I had enough time to set up my mic, make my PC build, download all the programs that I needed for this. And today I just thought, well, you know, if I don't start, I'm never gonna start. And that's an issue I see with a lot of people saying how they want to start YouTube and they want to have a community behind it. And the hardest part is just starting. And trust me, I'm very nervous to be talking on a microphone to myself in my room right now. And my family could possibly hear me. But getting over that hunch of, man, I really want to make content, I really want to start YouTube, should I do it, should I not, are people gonna like me? And, you know, just remember that not everyone's gonna like you, but as long as you like the content you're making, then it should be all fine from there. And making sample videos, testing things out first, will definitely help with that anxiety of starting. And that's why I chose a game like Dead by Daylight, something I'm comfortable with, and that I know I have some sort of skill of talking about it since I play it a decent amount. I only have 130 hours clocked in, but I feel that's a good enough time to gauge what kind of position, or sorry, to talk about what kind of positions I am on the map and what my next move will be. It's also a great way to look at your gameplay and take it and learn from it and see all the mistakes that you made. So for the next game that you have, it'll be a little bit easier for you to get through the trial. Although sometimes there are other survivors that make it difficult. And at this point I'm like, oh fuck, he's coming after me. I dropped that pallet way too early. Don't know why. I wouldn't suggest dropping pallets too early because it could be a waste and the killer could just know in their head that, okay, well, the survivor's gonna drop the pallet, so I'm just gonna go around it. No problem. No problem. But I somehow lost him. But then my spam trail went off again, and I made the mistake of walking too slowly across this hallway, so he was able to get me in his viewpoint. And probably one of the most important things I did during this chase was hugging this wall right here, because it prevented him from hitting me, and it gave me an extra couple seconds to decide what my next move would be. This boy was not giving up on me for the longest time, and that's kind of a good thing too, because I was being the distraction while the other two could get gens done. That right there is, I don't know how I tricked him, but I somehow did, and I got away. But the chase was about to end pretty soon, I could tell, because he was starting to gain speed on me. And don't try to get too cocky when you're in a chase like this. I was trying to do the juke where you just run around them and run off in the opposite direction where they think you went. And I still don't know why I waited in this area. I had free reign to go wherever, so he couldn't find me, but my dumbass hung out right there, and I paid the price for it. Yeah, yikes. Now, as you can see, the other survivors, such as the Dwight, he was waiting in this area to get me, but during this time, he could have been working on a gen, and Honestly, the Meg could have been working on one too, but I'm sure she was trying to stay away from the killer as much as possible, since she was the main target of this. Meg is usually the main target of any killer because she's really fast, and she has good perks, and everyone knows that. And thankfully she had Kindred on, which allows you to see the other players on the map and the killer from a certain distance once someone is put on a hook. You know, I was just chilling here, I was hanging out. You know, this hillbilly was camping me a little bit, roasting some s'mores. You know, having a good time at his campsite. Look at that straw hat, he's got some good stories to tell probably. I don't know. So, anyways, I'm hoping that my time on YouTube here will be fun, and I'll be able to make some new friends off of here. Who knows? We shall see. I know that building a community on YouTube can be a really beautiful thing, but sometimes communities can turn toxic, and that's something I'm really hoping that doesn't happen with this channel. As I go through this period of time trying to figure out what I want to do, you guys may see some different kinds of videos going on. So leave a comment down below, let me know what kind of content you would like to see out of here, and any suggestions. I'm open to criticism. I'm totally down to listen to what you guys have to say. In this Meg, she's being chased by the killer. The Dwight sitting in the background, kind of just chilling, contemplating his life, probably thinking, there's no fucking way I'm going over there to get Fafetta. Because he is injured, and he will pay the price for it if he does. And by this point, I was already thinking, well, GG's, it's over. You know, without that extra survivor, it just made it a lot harder to get through the rest of the gens. So, you know, I get hooked and I'm dead on hook. That's how it'll be sometimes. You know, that's how the game goes. I've had plenty of games where I was just like, fuck it. Why? I've lost 5 games in a row. Why is this happening? But then you get those good streaks of games. But that's what makes it worth it to me. So this is the end of the video. I rambled for a really long time, and I probably said a thing or two that didn't make sense, but you know, it'll get better over time, hopefully. And I appreciate you guys listening to me talk for around 15 minutes or so. Like I said, if you have any suggestions, leave it down below, and I hope you have a good ass night. See ya.